Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, viewers, brothers and sisters everywhere, far and near. May the peace and blessing of Allah be with you all. And inshallah, today we shall be discussing a very vital topic, which is Almurakobah. Almurakobah, what does it imply? What does it mean? From the terms Raqabah, it means to be watchful. It means to be careful enough of all your inaction and action, of all your deeds, of every steps you take, of every gesture. And technically, al-muraqabah, it deeply means being conscious of your deeds in realizing Allah's pleasure, in realizing Allah's reward, and avoiding His displeasure. So when you are conscious of every action that you engage in, to handle Allah's pleasure, to handle Allah's reward, and to shun or avoid anything that will bring about His wrath upon you, that is muraqabah. Allah said that, Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. Allah is watchful over you. If Allah is watchful over you, you need also to be watchful over every steps you take to please Him. If you don't do that, you will fall short, or you fall victim of, contravening or contradicting or conflicting with His injunction. And when you say this muraqabah, it begins with your innermost action, your intrinsic action, your secret action that no one is aware of, is between you and your Creator. Allah said that when you have to become Allah. If you predispose or you hide every action of yours, Allah said that Allah is aware of all of them, and He shall reward you accordingly. He know alim with that sudur. If you expose or you dispose or you hide everything you do, He is aware of what is the in-depth thing in your heart. So this must be established that Allah is aware of all action, all deeds that you engage in. And this hidden action, one of the things you protect is, you must protect it from a shirk, that is associating partner with Allah. And this shirk we're talking about has categories. At times, you can have a shirk al-ta'a, shirk al-mahabba, a shirk al-asgar, al-akbar. That means at times, some of us might engage in very good deeds, but these deeds you've, in one way or the other, corrupt it with, acts of shirk. Perhaps you're not being sincere with it. You're not being intentional about it. For example, if you read Quran, as a Muslim, you read Quran in the mosque and people were there. People are, within where you are reading the Quran, maybe perhaps in the mosque or somewhere where Muslims are in such gathering, and you're reading Quran. And when you read Quran, intentionally you read it to hand Allah's reward, to please Allah. But along the line, something just strike your mind, to shift your intention to pleasing people around you. Perhaps they might, appreciate the fact that you are very, very vast in Quran memorization, or very vast in reading, or very, superb in terms of good voicing. And this will have bad. It will thwart your reward. It will render all your deeds null and void. All the time you spend money, you give people money, and you're expecting them to come and elogize you or praise you. When they refuse to praise you, or they don't appreciate you, or you keep offense, you take offense. So Muraqabah is one of the things that we need to always maintain a check and balance. Am I still within the fold of doing this thing for the sake of Allah, or have trespass to please somebody else? Because nobody will know if you're pleasing anybody or not, or is something intentional, is hidden. And this Muraqabah as well is, by extension, is also goes beyond being intentional alone or hidden acts. We have some acts that is between you and every other creature. When you talk, when you engage in business, when you engage in interaction with people, even with yourself, how do you factor in pleasing Allah? How do you factor in doing it to suit the recommendation by Allah and His apostle Rasulullah? If it does not suit it, does not conform with it, it might render your deeds null and void. Act of Muraqabah is so genuine, so huge, to the extent that Rasulullah said that Hasibu nafsak qabla an tuhasib. He said, you measure yourself, evaluate yourself, account your deeds before you are called upon for accountability, before you are put to measurement. So when you measure yourself, you get to see where you're having loopholes. You get to see where you're having, trespasses. And that will enable you to do necessary, correction and amendment, so that you don't fall victim in the long run. Nobody is exempted, even the scholars. And one of the things that destroy one date is lack of muraqabah, lack of being conscious. So it begins with your intention, and when the intention is not there, it affects virtually all other dates. That is why, if you notice in the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was calling attention in Surah Kaf, it said, وَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. Whoever intends to please Allah, to meet Allah, to expecting reward from Allah, let him uphold righteous deeds for Allah's sake alone, and never allow his deeds to be corrupted with shirk. What is that teaching us? It teaches us Almurakobah, watchfulness in every step of our deeds. We pray to Allah to make this little, we've said, beneficial to both the speaker and the listener, and add it to the weight of our deeds and the judgment. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.